Hey everyone, so I promised to do a box opening on my Luoli. This is the box that it came in. I'll do my best to try and capture everything. I have opened the top of the box already. Oh, it's a big box. So it was just to save me time spending like spending like 20 minutes trying to open a box. She is the 60cm doll. She is the maid one. So the video is probably going to chop in and out with me just like, you know, opening the box and then showing you each part rather than having me trying to hold a camera and open a box at the same time. It's not very easy to do. So as you can see, it came very well wrapped. And I got her through a Taobao service. I use Taobao sourcing service every time I order through Taobao just because they do a wonderful job and they are brilliant to work with. They're very friendly, so I highly recommend using them if you ever want to order anything through Taobao. Plus they're really simple to use. I will give you a little quick rundown as how easy it is to use after the video. So I will be doing a comparison between this doll and my actual ball jointed doll that I have to the side, so I'll get her out in just a moment. So this is her in the box. This is kind of what I was greeted with when I took her out. She's yeah, she needs a little bit of work. The box is dented, but to be honest, it came from so far away I'm not surprised. She doesn't look damaged in the box, so she looks okay. She even has underwear, which is nice. She's an unusual color. She's kind of pink and kind of peachy. It's kind of hard to explain. She has webbing in her fingers, so that's one thing that I noticed already. So I can do a little bit of scalpel work on that and I'll fix that straight up. I need to get her out of the box because she looks like a complete mess right now. And this is her out of her sleeve box. So she kind of comes out like a Barbie. She is really lovely, actually. I was kind of worried about her color, but she's not that bad. I heard some horror stories about her being exceedingly pink. She's an unusual color, but it's not like a horrible tone. She's quite cute, but I'm going to repaint her face. They look like they've underdrawn her lips quite a bit, so I'm gonna definitely redo that. Her head is a lot bigger than I thought it would be, so this is going to be interesting. She's like a really hard vinyl. She doesn't feel like a typical ABS doll. She's got like this texture to her, which is kind of nice. So she came with this outfit. She has her little headband here, and they gave me like extra things as well, which was really nice. I'm not sure what to do with all these, but they're very cute. She comes with shoes as well, and a spare dress, and then her certificate. So just to kind of give you like a quick little rundown as to why I got this doll, she was £70 in total, which was about $90. That includes shipping as well, and all of the agent fees and everything. She was about $92 in total, which is pretty amazing. So she cost me about £70 odd. And she comes with everything that you see here. She has eyes that can be changed. They're brown at the moment. So I need to figure out whether or not she has a head cap. So I definitely need to get her out and have a little look. I just moved her arms, and her arms are really stiff. But if I'm honest with you, that's awesome, because there's nothing worse than having a doll that just can't hold its pose very well. She's a wonderful height. She's definitely SD, like 100% she's an SD doll. She kind of feels, in terms of size, a bit like my resin doll that I used to have. But it looks like she's got a slightly bigger head, which is fine. Her outfit was actually kind of well made. It's pretty much on par with most outfits that I've seen online that you can buy for dolls. It's really nice. Her satin dress is... well, it reminds me of a Barbie dress that you could buy. So I guess I just kind of use that if I feel like it, but I'm mostly probably going to use this one for the most part. But I do have an outfit specifically that I want to put her in. Her headband is really nice. It's got a lot of detail in there. There's this little lace trim that goes all the way through, and it connects with these two clips. Looks like it's got like a Velcro band as well, but it's bendy. So I'm assuming that I bend it and then clip it on like that, which is nice. It's very, very cute. The shoes are really nice. I actually got other shoes, kind of like this. I actually bought a bunch from a seller on eBay that sells this brand shoes. She's also known as a night lolita other than a Luoli. If you look on AliExpress, they're called Eva BJD, which is EVA BJD, and you can find them on there as well. So the shoes, they're cheap, and they're actually not bad in terms of quality for what they are. I mean, the leather is a little bit flexible, but if I'm honest with you, if you've got a doll with slightly odd-shaped feet, that's awesome, because it means that if you've got a doll with slightly wider feet, they actually do fit. So it's quite nice. She is really well done. She's quite stiff. I did actually read about the stiffness in the wrists, so I may need to get some hot water in there just to loosen her hand up a bit so she can move her arms. But yeah, so far so good. So I'm gonna get her out and then have a little play and see how she does. Okay, so I've just got her out, so after spending like a good 10 minutes trying to get her out of the box, she looks absolutely awesome, and I am super impressed with her posability. She is pretty awesome. Her hands are a bit stiff. I'm not sure if I can, because it looks like they're welded to the joint. I will have a look and see if those can be loosened up, but if not, it's not too much of a big deal. It just means she has slightly limited posability in her wrists. So it's not too bad. I mean, she can bend her wrist that way and this way. She's super stiff, but I imagine with time she will loosen up. She is really fascinating. She's not made of ABS. She's actually made of a vinyl, and she's quite interesting in that respect. She's got like ABS joints, but her skin is actually vinyl. Nope, I put her off balance. That's my bad. Stand up. Nope. Hold on. There we go. So she does things really, really nicely. I accidentally kicked the table and she's still standing. Okay. So that's that. So we're gonna see if she has a wig cap now. Okay, so this model definitely has the head cap, which, as you can see, it latches in about there, and then you twist it to keep it on, although to be honest, you kind of don't even need to do that. She has a marker on her face, but to be honest, she is really cheap, and she was pretty awesome in terms of price, so... And it looks like it's a dirt mark, or maybe just like a factory mark, but I'm pretty sure I could remove that. I mean, I intend to repaint her anyway, so... her head mobility... not great. But maybe that can be fixed. Oh no, hold on. Got a bit more movement out of it. Not bad. Definitely need a bit of work. I'm gonna undress her and see how she looks nude. Okay, so here she is. As you can see, she does have marks on her, which I will need to clean. Her socks seem to have stained her a bit. I don't know how severely this really is until I try to clean it, so we'll see how that goes. But she's quite basic in terms of like her physique. Most of her body is actually vinyl rather than ABS, so this is a hard vinyl. These kneecaps are hard vinyl, so is this, her feet, her hands, her arms here. This is an ABS up here. Her shoulders are ABS. These ball sockets are also ABS, but the rest of it, and like the the elbow joints are also ABS, and her wrist joint is also ABS. But everything else is vinyl, so it's quite interesting to look at. She is strung from here to here, I would show you, but it's actually quite hard to try and pull her apart. It looks like she's got a rod in between the pieces as well to keep her balanced. I might see if that can be removed, just to see if I can loosen her up a bit more so that she has more flexibility. She has the pieces for it, but it looks like she's got something blocking that range of motion. So I will have a look deeper and see how that goes. I mean, in terms of her arm movement, it stops there, but you can twist this part around so she has more flexibility. And of course she can move all the way up. So you can twist her arm again, which is nice. And bring it back down. It stays as well. No matter where you bend it, it stays there. It doesn't shift, which is awesome. Her head side to side is perfectly fine. Up and down is limited. Her up is actually alright, but her down is not great. It doesn't really go down. She can sit. She sits just fine. You can even push her even more forwards. So that she slouches. You can tilt her feet like so. And I need to sort out the staining quite badly. She's got these lovely leg joints. Her wrists, yeah, this is like my only gripe really. She doesn't have much movement in her wrist, but since you can move the arms around, it's not too bad. And so then we'll move on to her knee joints. So this is the furthest that she can bend her leg. And then that's the furthest she can bend her arm. If I'm honest with you, that's actually fairly decent, especially considering how much she cost. It's pretty good actually. And she can sit really well. She can also move her leg. Sorry, it's really hard to do with one hand. She can move her legs outwards as well. So it's not limited, which means she can also push slightly further forward when her legs are a bit more split apart. So she could do the splits like a ballerina. Her eyes are removable, so I will be changing these, and I will be repainting her face. She does need to clean up, but I did buy mine dressed. That may have been what the issue was. If, you know, if I did bought her blank without any clothes, she would come naked, and I wouldn't have the staining issue that she has. So I suppose keep that in mind when you buy. I mean, it is cheaper to buy them naked as well, so. She's absolutely lovely, though. For what I paid, she's really beautiful.